What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. Your boy Judge Joe Brown is on a rampage, bruh. It seems like he not really down with Kamala Harris and the things she doing. We're gonna go to this video, man, and then I'm gonna come back with some commentary. This is crazy. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Here we go.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hike her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think, listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that, you see, today is going to be tomorrow, so since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous for this word salad garbage, and she doesn't make a bit of sense. I think since she's only 60, she's actually on a worse track than Biden was. Biden is 20-some years older than her, and he has been senile for a long time. Now, about 5 or 6 years ago, when did they start ramping up to do this? 2019. Okay, I was saying Biden has been a failure his whole adult career, a second-rate, third-string player. He's in the game, so he wants to make a name for himself. I considered him for years poor trailer park, urban trailer park trash. And he's a crook. He's a third stringer. Now, what I said he was going to do is he probably wants to claim fame for being the first person to see to it that a woman got to be president. And what I predicted, I'm slightly wrong on it, was that he was going to get in, try to get elected, and if he got one term, try to get elected for a second one. And then halfway through his term, when he had served 2 years, to retire or resign in her favor. So under the 22nd Amendment, what happens is she can serve for the final 2 years for somebody and then be elected twice more. So that woman would be able to serve 10 years, second only to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who got elected to 4 terms before they put the amendment in place so you couldn't. Now, that said, I think, and my major at UCLA was political science, my analysis is they picked the weakest somebody they could as a figurehead, somebody who had some apparent minority status, which she does not. And what goes on is that you get her, everybody that is everybody would be afraid to go against her because of what she can pass herself off as. And then you get somebody that's easy to control because she's lazy, because she is becoming incoherent, and because she's always tried to do the casting couch to get where she wants. Now, the problem is that'll get somebody to a certain level quickly, but you can't get past that level if you don't have competence and talent.
Okay. Real quick, like I really have to speak on this part of it. I hear a lot of people saying this, but I don't hear or see anybody corroborating this detail. You know, if she's compromised and sleeping around and can't really do anything, like that is something you want to have evidence of, you want to have proof of, and to show people that, um, it's crazy how nobody's backing it up. I hear people saying it, but it's almost like, is this just a smear thing? Is it true? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know more info, and I'm sure people watching want to know what the real is with it so they can make an informed decision. That's my only gripe about, when people come at women, especially in this in particular instance. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm gonna vote for whoever provides the most things for me for my family, and who I agree with the most. I don't care about Republican, Democrat crap because they are. It's the same evilness, same side of the same coin. It is what it is. But I'm gonna finish playing it. I'll come back with some more commentary after that.
So my thing about it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves, comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, "Oh, yeah, I'm Julius Caesar." He said, "No, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up." You know, or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say? Did you say anything? And I've never seen such a salacious mess as I've seen out of her. I think of One West Bank. I had some pretty good properties out in California at one point in time. And I know I had 3 neighbors who had good properties. It was in a place called Ojai, California. And they got caught up about 15, 16 years ago, like a lot of people did, in that mortgage bundling scam stuff that was going on. And there was a bank called One West Bank responsible for it, which was owned by George Soros. The Mnuchin that you have out of the Obama administration was Mnuchin, who was the CEO of One West Bank. Well, there were approximately 1,200 counts of indictments returned against Mnuchin and One West Bank in various counties in California. Well, Mnuchin and Soros financed and arranged and sponsored Kamala to run for Attorney General of California. They got her elected. She got in, and using the authority she had, she promptly consolidated all 5,200 counts and dismissed them. And a couple of weeks later, Soros sold One West Bank for $4.2 billion. So after that, they got together and got her finance and got everything organized and made the connections for her, and she got elected to U.S. Senator. Willie Brown made the initial contacts and arrangements so she could get elected as district attorney for San Francisco. She didn't do a very good job. She had a reputation for giving out the stiffest sentences in the United States of America for simple possession of marijuana in San Francisco, for God's sakes. But it was only to young black men. She's not a parent, never had any children, but she went off on this campaign to lock parents up, some of whom actually were shown to have dropped their children off at the school, but they played hooky, so she was putting them in jail. I know my in-laws, now late in-laws because they're dead, and their fine daughter that I was married to, we were divorced. She got a whole lot of money, but anyway, out of me. What wound up happening was there was a liquor store they like to patronize on the way home, and it was a good liquor store, but it got held up a lot, so Kamala's solution was not go get the crooks, but close down the liquor store so nobody would be troubled by it. See, that kind of philosophy, or you've got a serial killer who's got 6 victims, and the families are writing protest letters to her, not hurry up and do something, not why you giving the guy such a light deal, is why don't you let this man plead guilty to life without parole instead of delaying it for 7 years, trying to make political hay out of it.
Now, let me just say, he said a lot of stuff. Um, I don't know what it is about these old men. Like, want to battle. I don't know, when you get older, you just don't care. But I will say this, you said a lot of stuff, but come with some details to possibly sound like you're talking coherent, because he's saying a lot of stuff. Um, the proof of it is far in between. And, this last little thing he was talking about when she, had something to do with, closing down the liquor store because of some stuff going on and keeping people locked up or whatever. Let me tell you, if you're a prosecutor or a DA or whatever you are, usually they don't care. Let's be real. Let's be 1,000. Whether you did something or not, once you're in that system, they don't care. You know, we can look through a record and see what she's done and what she hasn't done. I'm curious for people to bring more of that up, but I want to stay away from just really calling women out their name without no 100% proof. Even then, would you treat your mom like that? Would you treat your sister like that? Would you treat your auntie like that? We gotta again, he could find better words to say what he need to say. That's just my opinion. We don't need to bash these women, whether black woman, Indian woman, or any other woman. I understand, it seems like everybody is in their feelings, but I want to get down to business and see what's going on. But y'all let me know what you think. How y'all feel about Judge Joe Brown just going 8 beep on this right now? God, man. Let me know in the comments, man. Y'all know I'll be looking down there, man, responding, man. Let's have some good convo. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.